It's C-Doc again.
Well, what do you know? Tuesday night is here already. Man, it feels like I just left you guys. Nope, it's been a week. And it's been a bit of a crazy week. Shout out to Black Medine. I'm wearing the shirt tonight, so. Spit Slam Zone. Hope everybody's doing well. Good to see you here on another episode of It's C-Doc again. We have fantastic guests tonight, as usual. But before we get to the guests, I would like to introduce everybody to my cohorts, co-hosts, comrades. First up, she got her start in classic rap radio. Our lady from the heyday of K-Day, Jennifer O'Jenny.
Or I should.
There you go. Yeah, come on now. You got to represent.
What's up? I know. You know.
Got to represent, Jay.
After all these years, I forget that people don't know that's where I am.
I know, right? How are you?
I'm hanging in. What about you?
I am hanging in as well. You know? Oh, Mickey Red Venom in the house. Yeah. What's up, Red? Red's got some music coming to the label and coming to Channel Zero. Got a mixtape on the way. Good stuff coming. Courtesy of Red Venom. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Also joining us tonight is a podcaster, one of the creators of the great podcast People's Distinctive Travels that you can stream now. Coming from the New Jeru side of things. Ladies and gentlemen, Ultramag 7.
Yes, we got the New Jeru side of things.
There you go. Represent.
Represent, you know.
Represent.
For my peoples tonight, you know, NJ all day.
Yep. Jennifer's repping.
Is that what we're doing? Unknown planet.
Repping the planet.
Hey, rep what you got. Rep what you got.
Yep. Gotta rep the planet.
Yeah.
Heard some new planet music. I guess it's planet music coming soon.
It is.
Okay, there you go. Heard some new planet music today, man. Woo! Good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Mm.
Also joining us tonight is the man, the myth, the legend. Yes. The man behind Hip Hop Gods Radio, the president of Rap Station, ladies and gentlemen, Flatline.
Woo-woo!
Flat Lizzo in the hizzle.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. And I see you're representing as well.
Yes, I am. I am.
Oh, snap. That's beautiful. I like that.
What the hell?
I like that.
It's a good T-shirt represent night tonight.
Yeah.
I guess so.
You know?
I guess so.
Just really quick, are you? I had a random thought earlier. Are you out of nail jail? What's up with the nails? What's up with the nail game? We haven't really checked in.
Oh.
Nothing to talk about. Nothing to see here, folks.
Nothing happening.
Nothing.
All right. Just thought I'd ask.
You know, they're a little pricey.
Yeah.
They gotta breathe.
Yeah.
That too.
Yep. That's all right.
That too.
Little time off for the nail game.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's all good. Shout
out to Red Venom.
Yeah, Red Venom in the house.
Yes.
As is my wife. Hi.
Yeah.
Oh.
The Hand.
Hey, Hand.
The A&R.
Yeah, the A&R. That's right. Before we bring in our guests, I wanted to bring up, and I'm totally ill prepared. And because Flatline, you read it as well. That article.
Kevin
Powell's article.
Yeah.
That article.
It was in Politico.
Yes.
Which he had posted on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to bring it up, and it's not coming up. Okay. Anyway, we'll come back to that because I do want to talk about that. But
Yeah.
our guests are already here, so might as well bring them on.
Bring 'em on.
Might as well.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about hip hop radio legends. These guys have been doing it for 40 some years.
It's
40 plus.
40 plus.
40
I
plus.
see somebody shaking their head.
Yeah.
40 plus.
Man. Like you can't talk about hip hop radio without talking about these guys. Legends have been doing it and still doing it. And I'm just gonna hush up. See, even Chuck D says, there you go. Chuck D says legends. So there you go. That's all I gotta say. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Awesome Two to the show.
Olga. What's good?
We representing too. We representing too.
Yes, sir. We got our shirt too.
Oh, dope.
Nice.
All right. It's Celebrity Tuesday. Celebrity
Hey, what's up
Tuesday.
now?
Word.
Sound good. Sound good.
Word up. What's up, y'all?
How are you guys?
Good.
Good, man. Salute, Flatline. First off, I just want to give you love and just say thanks for supporting us. You know what I mean? Like it's, you kind of faked me out. I know you were gonna be on tonight, so it's all love.
Boo. Man, it's an honor to have you on Rap Station. And
Yeah, man.
you
Thank you,
guys
man.
Continue to be such an inspiration to me personally. So even your show tonight was incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of been working hard to make sure that we're trying to sound as good as the big boys, as we go,
Yeah. You guys are it. You are the tip top to me.
Thanks, man.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it, man.
So what's good, y'all?
Yes, sir. What's happening?
So you got so I'd like to start where we're at currently. So Rap Station, and what keeps you going? I mean, you guys have been doing this for so long. I mean, it goes back to the beginning, man. It's the love for the music, it's the challenge. You're always trying to inspire and looking for that like I say, digging in the crate for that next new situation, so we can shout it out to the world, give it to the world, and that's our high now for us,
Always been. We always wanted to bring
Right.
that next thing or that thing you didn't hear or haven't heard in a while. That makes you feel good. So that's what we do.
That's right.
And so I'm guessing then you don't subscribe to the offset hip hop is dead sort of thing perspective that a lot of people come with.
It's not dead. It's just not in the forefront.
Right.
That doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It's still there.
Yep.
Yeah.
But it's just not. It's not in the forefront.
Yeah, and I think we're just trying to show you that it isn't dead. So that's where we come from,
No
Right.
doubt.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Definitely.
So the Rap Station show is on tonight?
Yeah, it was
Tuesday?
It's Tuesday.
Yeah, it was on earlier, I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I have to check the schedule. My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I know it's definitely Tuesday and Fridays. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you said another day, but I didn't know what I did that was.
Sunday morning, noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
More times the better. We appreciate it,
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why we keep Flatline around. So
Yes, sir. we appreciate them. Yes, sir.
yeah. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, all right. So let's go back to the beginning, man. Let's go back 40 plus years and
Oh man.
and talk about Jersey, right? New Jersey.
Yeah, Jersey was. Jersey was. If you want to go all the way back to the beginning, with us, myself, Special K, I kind of started, a little before Teddy Ted, but basically I was just calling. I was doing radio at William Patterson College, where I was going to school, got my diploma from, and I was calling a radio station at WHBI to try to get them Mr. Magic because at that time he was the man.
Right.
So I would call every night and try to get to him, and he would come back at me and be like, "Man, you're getting on my nerves. Stop calling me." you know, talk to Jerry Blowrock. He can help you. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like, give me his number. So he gave me, the guy on the phone that worked with him gave me his number and called Jerry Blowrock, and my life changed after that. He was down to earth. He was a mentor. He was open arms. He made time for me, and he kind of, I guess he took a liking to me and seen I had a passion for what was going on. He was instrumental in helping me start the record pool back then, and he just showed me different ways to like try to increase capital and do what we do. Because eventually, when I got down with him and started doing the radio station, a lot of cats don't know WHBI back in those days, you had to buy your airtime.
Right.
So for us, it was $2,000 a month we had to find to go on the air to play hip hop.
Wow.
Keep in mind, we were coming on 3 in the morning.
Oh, yeah, 3 in the morning and 4 in the
on a
morning.
Wednesday.
Yeah. Keep that all in mind. Keep that all in mind.
So that really goes to the point of what I said earlier. This hip hop was still burgeoning at that time. It was still new.
Yeah.
And we loved it, and we wanted everybody to love it. And we actually found an audience at 3 in the morning on a Wednesday on a station that you really couldn't hear good.
Yeah.
But people wanted it at that time.
Yeah.
It wasn't everywhere like it is now.
Yeah.
Wasn't anywhere actually.
And
Right.
plus it's the excitement that, at that time, you could feel. You couldn't see the people, but the phones ring all night from the show started, the show go off, and then you talk to the people, and it's like you get a liking to like a lot of the callers that I'm still friends with now. I mean, from Barry Black to I don't know, I'm thinking of Stardust, just different names that I shouted out so much. And we end up meeting these people, and it's like, wow, like like it's really like incredible how you can inspire people and really build a foundation on just the love of rap, the love of hip hop.
No doubt. No doubt.
What?
1982.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
So there weren't a lot. So there weren't a lot of records out then.
Well, probably more than you think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Records you might not know.
Right.
But there was records.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there was no, who was the record labels? The only big boys, the only big players was Sugar Hill and Enjoy.
Yeah.
Right.
There was no major labels.
And that was enough.
Curtis Blow, I think, was on
Mercury.
On Mercury.
Yeah.
Then later Fearless 4.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. I mean, it wasn't a lot of major labels in the game, even independent majors.
Yeah.
Tommy Boy. They started to come. Tommy Boy, Profile, Jive.
Yeah.
And Sleeping Bag.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But we all came up at the same time, basically.
That's right.
Yep. So how were you guys? How were you guys paying for the airtime?
Barely.
I mean, like I said, Jerry was helpful when by starting the record pool, we kind of had fun from that. We kind of got out. Fortunately, as time went on, we was paying for it ourselves, or we would get the money from our parents, or what, they believed in us and kind of started us and helped us,
It took a while for the labels to get,
oh yeah,
we had to create some kind of buzz in the streets, and then we was able to get some support from various labels.
Right.
But that didn't happen day 1 or day 40.
Nah.
Right.
It took a while. So
So as time went on, I mean, we would try to go out and get different advertisers. I mean, with HBI, you would hear different other radio guys that bought the airtime too and did their shows, like the reggae shows, and they would have like, different sponsors they would go after.
They had a tighter community too.
Yeah, a lot tighter.
Like Gil Bailey did the reggae show, and he's doing beef patty commercials and
Tower Eyes commercials,
all kind of stuff. They just had a tight community. And hip hop wasn't that.
Yeah, not in the beginning. Not in the beginning.
Eventually,
You guys were on with WHBI. Supreme Team was on there, right?
They were.
I think by the time.
Yeah, we got on. They were moving on to other things.
Yeah.
Okay.
They had started doing the records, and I don't think they was doing.
Yeah, we was on there with African Islam.
Right.
We were in the beginning where Red Alert was kind of with them. Chuck Tilla was kind of with them, so we all met together while we had our show already, you know. So
Okay.
it goes back that far with
Zulu Beats.
yeah.
Zulu Beats, yeah.
But there's a lot of name cats that one time at that time. Like if you go back, Carlos De Jesus was on there.
Well, Mr. Magic started there.
Magic started there, yeah. But just different name folks that that started out like that was a starting point for people to get on. And if you bought your airtime, you can get on and do your thing. So
Yeah,
that's kind of how that worked. Yeah.
Real quick, I want to welcome somebody else to the show who also got his start in hip hop radio. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Chuck D.
Chuck D.
Hey, what up, Chuck?
Big Chuck.
The legends.
Salute. How you?
Oh man, I'm looking at like Batman and Kato in the same box. I was checking out the two, but I was like, well, I wonder if K is gonna be there and Ted's gonna be there. But as usual, you guys are together. You guys are the most together dudes I've ever seen in hip hop, in the whole hip hop.
We still together.
we gotta use that as a promo.
Yeah.
Oh God. Man, salute, man. Yeah, and it's just
brother.
the fact that, I'm not saying it lightly, these guys are my heroes. They broke our records, spread love, help put Jersey on the respect map. People realize Jersey was first out the gates,
right.
with Sugar Hill and the Sugar Hill Gang and the record company and other joints. And then, then you had the radio shows. But when you guys hit the airwaves, I got the feeling that, everybody else was doing radio and jumping all over the place and screaming out the box and stuff like that. And one thing I noticed about Special K and Teddy Ted and the Awesome 2, you guys treated hip hop like jazz. It was like 3 a.m. It was laid back. You wasn't going over the top. You was like, yo, man, breaking it out. And it was very much appreciated. You brought it like a heady, mature game to hip hop radio. I thought so.
Wow.
Thanks, Chuck.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, man.
Man,
Chuck is one of our earlier supporters, man. I mean,
definitely.
I remember coming down when we was on 515 Madison Ave.
Yeah.
And Chuck is downstairs sitting on the floor just waiting for us, hanging out.
Yeah.
We sat there and just talked for like an hour.
Yeah, man.
Not many artists did that at all.
That's right.
If any.
We knew where y'all was coming from because we knew that we had similar background on the other side of Manhattan. You know what I'm saying? And we also knew that we followed and respected or never could get to whatever WHBI was doing, but the fact that y'all was the most steady, we dug Hank Love and DNA, and
right.
those were running like I think they ran after y'all's show, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mecca, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then also, like Ultra said about Zulu Beats, World Famous Supreme Team, that was about 81. But when y'all came, y'all actually had a wider vision on everybody because you're always able to look at everything from a Jersey perspective. And we felt that because we had to look at hip hop from a Long Island perspective. But when we heard y'all on the radio, we heard a different perspective looking at the totality of hip hop. So we felt like even when we got into making records that we had a good chance of relating to y'all without being in the long line. All we had to do is just act polite, not act crazy, and you guys were, accommodating to us. So we really appreciate that to this day. I mean, it's been like 40 plus years, man. And you guys are serviced 10,000 songs and 5,000 artists, man, in those 40 years, man. And that can't be taken lightly. And somehow this industry, and we'll try to figure out how it happens to have that special K and Teddy Ted Awesome 2 special holiday every year. That's what hip hop deserves to be your way. So without cutting off everybody's questions, and hip hop 50, and you guys have covered 40 of it. You know what I'm saying? What do you think? Now, I'm not going to ask you the typical, what do you think was missing? But like, what? How do you see Hip Hop 51?
I just hope. I don't know how I'm gonna see it, but I personally, I hope it becomes, what's the word I'm looking for? Inclusive, as far as, you know, when you guys was out, there was so much variety, and I feel like we got away from that. So I hope that comes back.
Right.
I don't know if that's what's gonna happen,
Yeah,
but
it's possible. But you know,
but that's a hope of mine.
yeah, yeah. I agree with him. I mean, you know, like just helping it grow. You know what I mean? And hopefully, you know, being that we're doing the radio thing still, just to let cats know that, you know, we want that to grow like that. You know, we want the next new thing to come to us so we can break it again in 2024 and beyond. You know what I mean?
It's a big difference on y'all's backs, right? When everybody used to drop you like, you know, like 200 records a week.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
And now they send you 5. What's the biggest difference? You know, these are questions I also asked Flatline and also Ultra and Jenny, because they remember when, you know, they used to be. I mean, one time I went up to Hot 97 and I saw a stack of records that was 5 feet tall. And
Right.
and people that used to go up and used to just grab the covers and leave the bald wax up there. And that's like 2001. And I said, damn, this thing was such a beautiful. People handled all that carefully, and then all of a sudden it got crazy after a while. So then it's like, okay, you know, send me the MP3 file and for the last 10 years. So tell me about that transition. Like, you know, were you guys always first on the list to get that hot joint? And what did it take for you to get up to that top?
No, we had to do a lot of digging. I mean, you know, I go Chuck. Our thing back then was, you know, we like, if they're playing one thing, the A side, we want to rock the B side.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that was definitely, I think, some of our method. I mean, you know, we had to go on after Red, Chuck, and Magic.
Right.
So we came on after that. So who want to hear the same Run DMC record at midnight? You just heard it. So we, you know, that's why we played a lot of B-sides. We played a lot of abstract stuff just to keep the listener engaged, because, you know, there was 4 hours of hip hop before we came on.
Right.
At that point in our career. So we had to do things different.
Yeah.
You caught a lot of people on the drive home from the clubs too. Cats were coming out of the clubs. I remember hearing you guys at we finished up, you know, rocking our club, and we closed it down at 3 and 4 o'clock, and everybody quickly tuned into y'all in the parking lots out there on Long Island. So I don't think I ever told y'all that before, but y'all was a relief. Y'all was in the parking lots when we closed the club down, and that was 100 miles out. So you know, that was the thing. Were you guys ever offered by the radio stations to bring Awesome 2 show to them? I mean, you was doing your thing independently. Did you get those offers? Were record companies also trying to buy you guys out? What was going on, man, especially in that congested period?
Well, I don't think anybody, I mean, obviously we did the Hot 97s, we did the BLS, we did the Power 105 multiple times, but no, we wasn't part of that usual suspects crew, I guess.
And I'll tell you one thing. I know we used to bring records to Radio Day, because that was like, you know, it was a thing back then. You go to Radio Day and bring records or whatever. I'm not gonna say who the individual was, but he said to me, he said there's kind of really no need to put you guys on there, because all we gotta do is monitor you guys, and we know what's happening. When the people come to the station and bring the records, they'll be like, first question is Awesome 2 playing it? Yeah. Oh, we not on that yet. Let me go back and listen to it again. You know what I mean? And then see if because y'all the ears of the streets, and we know that, the people know that. So why put y'all on our thing? We could just monitor y'all, and we got what we need. You know what I'm saying? It kind of hurt when he said that, but I'm like, okay, what do you want me to say? Okay, I guess, all right, whatever. So, you know, I always remember that.
Well, you seen the industry come through your doors and through your airwaves and go and get money. I mean, really you've seen cats come from puppies to big dogs and stuff like that.
Yeah,
yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, not school. Like my boy said at one time, he would come to the radio station to see us, and you'd have a million cats downstairs waiting to try to get upstairs. And he remember, Dr. Vex come with the big hoodies and the big coats on it, and they're like, "Who the hell is this guy with these big ass coats?" And next thing you know it, the rec comes out and it's like the biggest thing next to the hip hop. So it's you just never know. You never know who that next person might be.
When was the time when record labels started to have artists come outside of the metropolitan area, and I guess they would send them down to your show or the record? When did you start to notice like an outside of New York type of artists coming in and they have to pay their dues on Awesome 2?
Early 90s?
Yeah, probably that.
I mean, like I said, our show was a little different. I mean, we tried to support artists from wherever they were. If it had a little funk to it, like we had Quick up there, DJ Quick, Early, Coolio, Tupac, Exhibit. So early 90s?
Yeah, probably early 90s,
Yeah.
I mean, it helped down the road as when we got started, being that a lot of cats ain't know. We had to buy airtime on WHBI with $2,000 a month. We had to try to find that money from somewhere because we had the love for the music, and that was the hardest thing of anything. You know what I mean? It's for us to try to be like, a brain thrust and be like, we should sign this group. We know they dope. Let's sign them. We wasn't even there because we was worried about we wouldn't come on the show next week to try to find some money.
Yeah.
And
I feel you, man.
That's the real of it. You know what I mean? That's the real of it. You know what I mean?
We eventually got there.
Yeah, eventually got there. And we was fortunate to start relationships with a lot of the record labels, and they started sponsoring us little by little. We give you a little check and work our artists, and then next you know we got the whole roster profile coming through. Or then we got Jive Records with Eric Skinner and Barry Weiss, and then we got their whole crew. So eventually we kind of grew as the labels grew. We grew, but financially we didn't grow. You know what I'm saying? Like that. But it's a learning experience, and we cherish that now. To where we are now.
Name your top 2 sponsors, because I'm going through that crap right now. I'm trying to make one of these for hip hop, right? With this, and we trying to scrape up. We trying to scrape up 7 a month, but the record companies all think they big dogs, so we think we're going to try to make like a hit, some Billboard coming out once every 2 months. But that has to be something, man, when you got to be like, okay, listen, believe that this is never existed, but it's necessary for what you're trying to have as a product.
I mean,
top sponsors.
I don't know about the top 2. Like I said, I know, we was fortunate by being down with Jerry Bloodrock. He had his hand in like a lot of different labels. Like for instance, he was working close with Zakia Records, which was Robert Hill. And
so
that's how we kind of met.
Cutmaster DC. Y'all the first to play Cutmaster DC, but most importantly, telling everybody out there the first to run on the Eric B and Rakim.
There you go. You know Chuck already. So,
No doubt.
So that was one of the labels. I mean, like I said, with Jive, you had their whole.
Yeah, I would say Jive is definitely one.
Probably one of the biggest, and the one that really stuck with us too.
Well, let me tell y'all this. Me and Hank were promoting a gig out. We hanging flyers out in Stamford, Connecticut. And the thing is, it's like, I mean, it's like 3 and 4 in the morning we working, right? And this is when we first heard My Melody first, because y'all went on My Melody. So when he was talking about the B-sides that you, because we was up there, it was like, we kind of heard. We remember we promoted Cutmaster DC, but when y'all broke My Melody, we said, "Oh, who's this?" It's like, "Oh, this is the flip side, Eric B for president." And we were like, and I remember very clearly, like it was yesterday. We hanging flyers up in Stamford on the summer night, 1986, and sure enough, y'all breaking My Melody. Not so much Eric B and Rakim, which was out the box, but y'all broke that too. But y'all really broke My Melody, and I was like, "This is." We were me and Hank looking at each other like, "What the fuck?" So,
yeah, man.
Yeah, that was a necessity because
Y'all
everybody else was on Eric B for president. So,
y'all also broke Stet.
Oh, no question. Yeah.
Also, too, you really think about it. We kind of broke. It's a customer. You're a customer too because we did EPMD for EPMD.
Right.
So
yeah.
we kind of was
We did their first record. It's my
yeah,
thing.
yeah. So we kind of was
Yes.
on that in the beginning too. So that was definitely one of the B-sides that was like, wait a minute, what's that? You know what I mean?
Y'all had to deal with Juggy Gales at Fresh, right?
Oh yes, we
sir.
did. And Will Sokolov. Yes,
Broke
we
a
did.
ton of Just Ice. Just
Yes.
Ice.
Yeah.
Y'all broke Just Ice and Mantronics.
Matter of fact, Sleeping Bag might be that number 2 on that list.
Yeah, I gotta be.
Jive and Sleeping
They
Bag.
gotta be. They gotta be. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. They definitely.
Right.
It was definitely up in the offices, without a doubt.
We spent a lot of time in Sleeping Bag.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
Yes, it did.
Yeah.
Y'all broke
Yeah.
Steezo a couple years later.
Yeah.
Yep.
Where is it, Ultramag?
They coming with the names too quick. I can't keep up.
That's another level. That's Eddie O'Loughlin. So that's like, you know.
I mean,
Eddie
we
O'Loughlin
wanted to
was a
be
good
able to
cat.
play stuff.
Eddie O'Loughlin was a good cat.
Oh yeah, great cat.
I like that.
You guys went on us and helped out. You played Kings of Pressure. You played True Math from Fred Mineo.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
He up there too now.
Yeah, Fred might be number close. He a tie maybe with
Sleeping Bag.
Sleeping Bag.
Yeah, definitely.
Y'all broke the Chubb Rock, first Chubb Rock record.
UTFO, yeah.
UTFO, no, most definitely.
Yeah.
You helped perpetuate the Roxanne craze.
Yeah.
It was part of it.
Yeah.
I DJ'd for the original Roxanne.
Yeah.
Who was the light-skinned girl that Full Force brought to do the record, but then she broke from them, and they went and got another real Roxanne. So she had to change her name to the original Roxanne.
Yeah.
But that Roxanne craze was really. They should make a movie about that shit.
Yeah.
Oh man,
that was something else.
Yeah,
definitely.
Rest in peace, Kango, and also Educated Rapper.
Yeah.
Great guys, man. Great guy. Had a lot of love for us, man.
Indeed.
Now you guys seen also a lot of people pass on.
Yeah, I mean, we were just talking earlier, man, about, you know, just from Scott LaRock on down, you know, it's like
Scott was like the first one.
Yeah.
That I can remember.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of love for us, and he was like, you know, I'm gonna help y'all get to the labels and help y'all do this and help y'all do that, and you know, we got us excited because we was like, you know, we didn't really meet no one like that and got close like that in the beginning, and then it's like, wow, boom, then he's like gone, you know.
Yeah, that was something else.
That's crazy. Anyway,
don't let me cannibalize anybody's questions up here. I'm kind of half going down memory lane. And the thing about it, it's not just memory lane with Awesome 2 because they're power brokers across the century line. The 90s, Awesome 2, a lot of cats had to stop on the floor of the Awesome 2 in order to go up the elevator.
I like that.
A lot.
Yeah,
y'all had,
you're right.
Matter of fact, y'all had the tunnel that was extended into the tunnel.
No, you're right, Chuck.
Yeah.
Definitely right. Wow.
No, Hype Style had a great question. What was the first major non-New York City, Philly hip hop that you guys were playing? Do you remember?
New York City, Philly.
Non-New York City, Philly?
Yeah.
Good question. Non-New York City, Philly.
Can we say LA?
Sure.
Sure.
I remember back then, because they wasn't really playing a lot of West Coast, we played a lot of King T. King T made some noise. King T made some noise for us. Yeah, he made some noise for us. It was like he fit right into the lane of everybody. He was like, yo, who that? You know what I'm saying? Like he was cool. He was a good brother. So I remember vividly you know, him.
You guys broke Rockmaster Scott.
Well, that's Jerry Bloodrock. That's
right.
Jerry Bloodrock under that umbrella. I mean, Jerry Bloodrock had Rockmaster Scott. He had Divine Sounds.
They actually shot the video at WHBI.
Y'all broke the show. Didn't y'all break the show too?
Yeah. I mean, us and Doug go back to the beginning anyway. So we back to the beginning days with the Cold Crush and everything. So Doug was good, great people.
There were songs we would play that I would play off a cassette.
Yeah.
Just to be able to play it.
Yeah.
So, you know, I remember playing Snoop Dogg's first record on a cassette, Wu-Tang off a cassette.
Yeah.
Protect Your Neck.
Were you guys also one of the ones that would be out there like grab the leak?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. If we can get to it, yeah.
Don't give us a cassette.
Don't give us that another. Yeah. But it was dope.
You know, it's crazy.
Mm.
What do you think, right? And this goes to the panel out, everybody. Like, how many records do you think that's out there that never got cleared, that stayed, especially in the 90s, when you had the clear records, the 90s going into 2005? How many records do you think that's out there that never got cleared and never really kind of seen the light of radio day? But it's got to be like, it's got to be like a ton of records that just never was released.
Oh yeah.
Do you guys
I got
remember
a thing of demos? good demos. That songs that we was like, yo, this is a great song. Never seen the daylight.
Yeah.
All kind of artists.
Yeah.
We were talking about that earlier. You know, we in part started the Latin Quarter to be able to break talent, because we were getting so many demos from people sending them to the radio station. He's like, you know, we can't play all this, but at least at the Latin Quarter, you can come perform and people can judge, you know, break it or not break it, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
Where's the nickname Wu Child come from?
So, so there was a promo, like an ID, where this girl would say, "Ooh, Teddy Ted, rock that record." And that was some girl that came to the radio station with Mr. Magic. And I just said, "Come here real quick." And she did it. And we use it as a promo. So the "ooh," they start calling me "Ooh Child" because of that promo. And there you have it.
And it worked with the record too. So,
yeah.
To this day, the "Ooh Child" is in effect.
Yes, sir. No doubt.
There you go.
Wow. Nice
Crazy.
and smooth. Big up the Sugar Bear out there.
Sugar Bear in the house.
Man.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir.
It's another record we played, Crazy.
Yes, sir.
Don't scandalize me.
Wow.
Wait, y'all can see callers?
What's some of the problems today with the problems today with like hip hop radio? I mean, you know, one thing that the Awesome 2 style was always that, you know, you kept your nice demeanor on it, but you also said who the record was from. You said the title of the record, and you didn't mask it like everybody's trying to guess what is this. And that was a great thing about it. I mean, you know, like y'all didn't jump out of windows. It was like, yo, boom, this is what it is. This is where they're from. You know, hit us up, calls right away. Boom, we ready to do this, and bam, you know, like it was just a natural flow with y'all. Y'all wasn't over the top. Y'all not under the bottom. It's like, this is what it is, and here you go.
Yeah. Straightforward.
I mean, like I said, a lot of that was from the nurturing of Jerry Bloodrock, because you know he was like that, and you know just kind of like backpedaling on what he did and just put in our own little style, you know. Definitely.
And trying to give the education.
Yeah, much we could, yeah, definitely.
But don't you think the radio shows out there? Don't you think the radio shows out there should like call up the Awesome 2 and get some tutoring?
Oh yeah.
I don't think they think that.
I concur.
Well, I'm gonna echo what Flatline said earlier. Before I slide off and just watch the rest of the show, it's an honor to have you gentlemen. It's even a bigger honor to have you gentlemen also work inside the enclave with us to try to always push hip hop to the forefront. I've always felt that we were family. I felt that we're family. I felt anything that you guys had to do that and Defa, then you always got me on call. I had a great time coming down. I think also you guys have your show on Scratch Vision, DJ Scratch. It was a pleasure. Matter of fact, the last occasion I came to you guys, I was like Jimmy Spicer on his last performance. He came down.
Black Rob
Jimmy Spicer on his last days came down and represented for the Awesome 2, and that was special.
Wow. Man. We want to thank you, Chuck, man, for kind of putting yourself out there for us. By you coming and being involved in what we were doing, that sealed everything. Even with the promoter, with the club, and it just made the night, more powerful. And I got to thank you for that night because I lost my son a couple years back, and that was a big occasion for him to be there to see what I really was doing and to meet you. So it's a lot, man. We appreciate it, definitely.
Yeah, I love and appreciate you guys too, and I'm very glad. And whatever I can do and whatever we can continue to do, push the name, the word, the legend out there, and opportunities. That's what it's all about, man. And I tip my hat, man. And you guys are wonderful, and I'm very happy to also be on the other side. You guys have helped put food on my family's table, man. That goes without saying. So it's reciprocated in respect, and I salute y'all. I'm gonna be on the other side watching the show as the rest of the questions come rolling in. But peace to Ultra, Jenny, C-Doc, and also my man Flatline, who makes sure that he keeps the awesome 2 and legendary, checking on the Zoom. So I
appreciate it.
Right?
Love you, Chuck. Thank you, man.
Love
y'all too. All right, peace.
One.
Mr. Chuck, ladies and gentlemen.
That was dope. That was so dope.
Yeah.
Chuck is so down to earth in comparison to a lot of, we know all these guys.
Right.
You mentioned them, we know them, but we can't call them.
Yeah.
They don't answer the phone.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, we ain't got their number. Just saying.
Yeah.
Ponder that for a second. Just saying. That's a real dude, man. That's all.
Yeah, man.
Yep. When did you guys start getting into to the other side of it and start doing production and making records?
Let's see.
I guess
first thing.
One of my first shots was in the beginning where we were working with Sleeping Bag. They were sponsoring the show. They were working close with us. They asked us go in the studio and do some scratching, and meet EPMD. We didn't really know them or whatever. They came to the Latin Quarters, picked us up. We took that 2-hour drive or 3-hour drive, whatever it was, out to Brentwood or where we are, deep in where we was at.
Chuck, I don't know how you do it. Long Island. Oh my God.
It was so deep. And then what's even more crazy is we got in the studio with them. We brought the record that they sampled so they can make a little harder, cleaner version. And we got so involved in what was going on with them and the engineer that we was like, I think it might need this. I think it might need that. Ted messed around and made a little hook for them, cutting it with the turntable. Next thing you know, we had a whole song. But what's even more crazy
with
is
no scratches.
With no scratches. So we bought it gave it to the label. Label got it and they said, yo, what did you guys do? Why did you guys do that? Blah, 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 blah. They was kind of having a fit like, what are we doing? But then they leaked the record and put it out and it started blowing up so big.
30 days later, the LP went gold.
They came back later and was like, oh no, y'all did a great job. But step in the back with Ron Resnick and Virgin Sims and we'll talk about it. Whatever. I'm like, wow. That might have got a couple more points on the sponsor for the show. You know what I mean?
It was the record was one way and we just we did what we thought would make it be better.
Yeah.
And Eric Sherman says the formula that we used to do that record is what he used in all his productions after that.
Wow.
Which is a great compliment.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
Yeah.
But so stuff like that.
Yeah.
Chuck just said, haha, he lives way further than that too, Ted.
Oh my God, Chuck.
That was a ride.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, hey, speaking of Long Island, the powerful power lord himself, Sugar Bear, is in the place to be. What's up, Bear?
Sugar Bear.
Hey,
What up, man?
Don't scandalize mine.
I'll be forced to penetrate.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's happening with you?
Hey, man. I figured I'd chime in, man. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, definitely. No doubt. I just had to shout y'all out, man. Word
Appreciate
up,
the love.
yeah, you know, ever since Smooth B introduced me to y'all, it was a rap. You know what I'm saying? Y'all good people, man.
Wow.
And I'm gonna let everybody know that, you know, Awesome 2 has always been on top of my shelf. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
From
sir.
back in the day. Yeah.
Oh,
No doubt.
Wow. Still got that
Yeah.
jacket? No, I'm lying. No, I don't.
Sure they ain't in Hackensack Brewery, man?
Yeah,
That's where it should be.
it might be.
Hanging up somewhere or in the garbage.
Hey, shout out to Chuck, boy. That's my boy. Strong Island in the building, man.
Yes, sir. Heavy.
How'd that compilation album come about?
So, you know, once again, relationship with the label, we wanted to put something out as DJs, but you know, it was more of an education thing. This record came out maybe 90.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So, you know, the music had started to not change, but there was a new crop of rappers. And we just wanted to educate, because, you know, like there was kids who didn't know who Treacherous 3 was. So we put that together and we wanted to say, hey, this is the first guys making records and it's the history of rap. So it was more of an education thing for the audience, for the community, for the people who love hip hop, who might not be familiar. You know, if you, I don't know, you got the cassette AP, but if you open it up, there's information on each artist.
Yeah.
So we're just trying to educate. You know, we took a picture, not the front picture, but I don't know if it's on the cassette, but we took a picture in front of the Audubon Grand Ballroom. Oh yeah, there it is.
yeah, okay.
So that was a place that allowed hip hop to flourish. If you ever heard any of the earlier tapes, Cold Crush or Flash them, they performed at that place. That's also the place Malcolm X was killed.
Right.
So we thought it made sense to maybe, you know, give more history on hip hop. Graham Audubon Ballroom up in Manhattan.
That's where Chuck said, "Here it is."
Bam. Yes, sir.
Once again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In case nobody's figured out how ridiculously legendary these guys are, they're pulling folks out the woodwork. The green room is looking ridiculous.
So we have another special guest that just showed up. To some of you guys might remember, ladies and gentlemen, from Rhyme Syndicate and the B-Boys, Donald D in the place.
Donald D.
What up,
Donald D.
What's up, guys? What's up, guys?
Microphone.
How you doing, brother?
My brother.
Listening, I'm listening about the Audubon days. That's beautiful.
Sir.
Word.
Right on time.
A place I got a chance to perform at.
Wow.
Yes, you did.
Wow.
Yep.
And thank you for all the love all through the years. You know,
Sir. Yes, sir.
Coming from Jersey, I was going to talk about this with Chuck. Not being from the Bronx, not being from Brooklyn, it wasn't difficult, just different. And you didn't know how people accepted you. And a lot of the guys like Donald D and OC and Grandmaster Caz and Tito and LA Sunshine and Crazy Eddie, they just welcomed us. They gave us a lot of love.
Yeah.
Mike C from the Fearless Four.
Yeah.
They embraced us. So that was a good feeling to have, like I said, coming from Jersey, not being, you know, they don't know us.
Right.
But they still gave us love. So we appreciated that.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Don, we were talking about they brought up the Zulu Beats earlier.
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
man.
Yes, sir.
So I
know
guess
about
back
that.
then we were like label mates in radio.
Yes,
Word.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that was some fun times up in WHBI, man.
Yeah, man. A lot of times it's kind of like a blur, but sometimes there's so much going on. You know what I mean? So
Yes,
I like to talk to cats, man, to really get a better feel, because it was so new for us, man. It was like meeting people, and you know, I mean, I still remember the days when Africa Bambaataa lost his staff in there, and we got the staff, and they were looking for it, and we brought it to them, and it's been extra love ever since then. You know what I mean? Because that staff meant a lot to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Word up.
Good times, good memories.
Great memories, man. Definitely.
Also with the Supreme Team show up in there too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
That's the law, superstar.
See Divine the Mastermind.
Yes, sir.
Yep. We all supported each other back then, man.
Yes, sir.
Let me say this: WHBI is truly the blueprint for mixed show radio everywhere.
Yeah.
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 You know what I mean? There was no other mix shows. So, you know, that was truly the blueprint.
No doubt. No doubt.
Ultra be coming in with all his
Ultra, what is he going there?
Ultra got everything, man. Look at that.
Tonight. Killing me.
I can't even
Special
see.
K with Biz.
All right.
Special K with Biz. Oh, with Biz. That was the
Wait, hold it up there. There you go.
Me and the Biz.
Oh, I see it now. Look at that.
Wow.
What the hell is that?
Is that the ego trip book?
Yeah, that's the Ego Trip book. Yeah.
That's classic.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Classic. Wow.
Yeah, convinced Ultra is a hoarder.
Hey, man, listen. He's a good order, though. He's a good order.
I'm convinced. Every week he go in his garage and just everything is in file.
He's like Felix the cat. He can pull it out of that bag.
Hey,
everything.
Got to be able to do it.
That's a fact.
What's up, everybody? I didn't get a chance to say hi to everybody. So Ultra, Jenny, Flatline, Sugar Bear, C Doc is at it again. And the guys are awesome too.
Yes, sir.
But I want to ask Awesome 2 a question, because I know when we did WHBI back in the days, it was Special K and Donald B. So whatever happened to him?
Truthfully, man, I mean, that was my boy I started with, but we had some differences. We kind of separated. I had heard through the grapevine that he moved to Florida or whatever, and he might have passed, but I can't really reach the family or anybody to find out for sure. So I never really said anything about it. But like I said, we had some good times, and even to this day, like you ask, Riddler asked, Chuck Chillar asked, but I'm trying to get answers myself, man. So regardless of the difference that we had, I still got love for him from when we started and how we, began the journey with him. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
Exactly. That's beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but him leaving, that opened the door for you guys to.
Well, no, I was already there. It was Awesome 2 featuring Teddy Ted.
Right.
But when he left, it just we just kept the name.
Right.
Gotcha.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
Still two guys. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Yes, sir. Donald D. He's there.
Yeah, not many people was up in HBI.
Yeah. We just talking about that, how HBI was so crazy, how you go downstairs and you got 50, 60 artists downstairs that want to get upset with their record. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So that was it. That was like, we got, you get it to us and the other DJs up on there, and you heard, you know what I'm saying? You go around your block, and even in the beginning when we had Kane up there, Kane with freestyle every other night, him and Biz, and then that'd be the tape on the street, and then you hear rhyming with Biz. That's like one of the freestyles they did on the show. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
it's crazy.
And I remember on our show we had an Unknown Daddy-O doing a promo for the Zulu beat. And I remember I used to shout out Craig G when he was a little kid, just calling up on the radio, listening. And he told me how he used to listen to us. And then I think later on he did the shout song. We were playing it on the station. So yeah, he said he used to sneak and listen to WHBI.
Nah, Craig always been people for the longest, man. They always had love for us and put us in songs and just, and then we met each other and we just been best friends and grown up, through hip hop ever since, man. So it's dope.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Hip hop brings us all together.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Well,
that's a beautiful thing.
50 years.
Amen.
Happy anniversary.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Was there ever a record that you guys tried to break that you really believed in and just didn't take off like you thought it would?
A lot of records. I just can't remember all of them on top of the head.
Okay.
I don't remember none. I mean,
that didn't take off.
That didn't take off.
Yeah.
No, not really. Not to me. But you know, K got a different.
I mean, I don't know one particular name on top of the head, but I do remember some records that, like Ted said earlier.
I mean, we played records that didn't take off.
Right.
For sure.
More or less. So
But
and we felt they should have took off, but they didn't. So that's a whole nother story. But
right.
Wow. Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy.
How about the records you did break?
You know what? It's so many records. Like Chuck just mentioned a bunch of records I forgot. So many records. It's 40 years worth of this shit.
No,
you can't remember all of this stuff.
Didn't y'all break top billing?
Of course.
We broke
top billing. It's my thing.
Yeah.
EPMD. I want to say we broke Snoop's record because I played it on a cassette.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you figure all the records that Jerry Bloodrock did because we was involved with him kind of tight. So
there's a lot of records. There's a lot of records.
You know, it's too many to mention. It's a lot. And like I said, we had our pulse on the street for a lot of joints, so we won the break. Like Chuck just said earlier, he said that he heard Check Out Melody with us first. And I'm like, yeah.
I forgot about that one.
I forgot about that one too, but I know we always look for that B-side that was different and dope and that can hang out. And that
the biggest one for us probably is Top Billing.
Yeah.
Because it became such a huge record. And, you know, I Like Cherries was the A-side.
Right. We got a big number. They let us do the remix on that joint, and that was one that helped them propel them to get that label that we got. You know, so that's dope. Hopefully that's dope. You know.
Hey yo, I got a flyer, right?
The
Awesome 2 Hot Music Report.
Whoa.
From back in the day, their top 20 records of 1985.
Wow.
Do you have that with you?
Yeah, it's on my computer.
What's the top 3?
The top 3 was Inspector Gadget, Bad Boys.
Yeah.
Black Girls, Boogie Boys.
Huge
Leader of the Pack, UTFO.
Wow.
I'll give you top 5. Here We Go, live at the Funhouse, Run DMC.
Wow.
The Fat Boys Are Back. Fat Boys and Girls, the B-Boys, top 5. Y'all had us in the top 5. Y'all supported us.
That was from the Philip Edward days with the report, you know.
Yeah.
WNWK 105.9 FM.
Oh man.
You said that's 85?
What year was that, Donald?
Huh?
What year was that?
Well, it has to be 85 because we dropped Girls. That all these songs are 85 at that time.
I was out in Brooklyn at that time. I was at Coney Island. I was at Anthony Dick's house, man. You know what I'm saying?
Tony D.
That's that DJ Tony D. You know what I'm saying? From the Bad Boy. Yeah, what was that? That was the original Bad Boys from featuring K Love.
Yep.
Yeah. Apparently supposed to be the first female beatbox.
That was a mean joint.
Yeah, I want to say rest in peace to Mr. Mac too. I just heard recently he passed away.
Word?
Yeah.
Wow.
Something came up.
To do with the eye.
Mr. Mac. Yeah, they did their video out here in Freeport Junkyard.
Wow.
Pull up that video that's out here in Strong Island, that video.
Wow, okay.
I didn't know that.
Wow.
And not too many people were doing videos back then when you think about it.
Yeah.
Right. There ain't no video for the show, right?
Nah.
Yeah.
So that goes to show you.
Wow.
And the show came after that, I want to say.
Yeah, it did. It did.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm Busy B and
Yeah, Busy B and Mr. Mac.
That joint was mean like that.
They love. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I want to ask the Awesome 2, how do y'all, this is a shift a little bit away from the music, but how did y'all get 2 slamming beers out here? You know, I got to give respect to my brother Mike Jones, but how y'all get 2 slamming beers? See?
So, you know Mike Jones and Hackensack Brewing. So I'm from Hackensack, and Hackensack Brewing is really about the local culture and about hip hop. That's it. I mean, what else was we gonna do? We had to do a beer because we are the local culture and we are hip hop.
That's it.
So, you know, we met Mike and we talked, and you know, we talked about what we wanted with regard to a collaboration, and I come up with an idea of the visuals, and that's how you get out. Now, Mike is the guy that put all the ingredients. I couldn't tell you nothing about what's in the can other than it's strong.
Barley.
Yeah, well, it's a little bit more than that. But yeah, so that was a great collaboration. I'm glad we did it. And we did another one with Montclair Brewing called Salute. And both the cans are collectors, and we make sure that they're kind of dedicated to hip hop. If you look at Auga, it's a bunch of crates, and you can actually see the records in it. These are the records some of the records that we played prior to rap records.
Right.
So Pleasure and Cat Stevens and Parliament and Kool and the Gang and PK Disco and Isaac Hayes and Bob James, and I ain't gonna say all of them, but you know,
a lot of them.
Right.
That one.
Yeah.
But yeah, just trying to extend the Awesome 2 brand into something that'll be here when we're not.
Right.
So.
That's
part of it.
Chuck said we should sponsor the beer on here. Chuck, say less. There you go. Mike Jones is my brother. Awesome 2 is my brothers. Yeah, let's do that. Let's put it on here.
No doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
It's a dope ass. It's a dope ass atmosphere too, man. Coming out there, man.
Yeah. So I didn't even say it, but because we did the collaboration, we do a monthly event. So some of you guys on here have been there.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It's a beautiful event, and we showcase DJs because we're DJs, and we want to give some of the guys that are really good opportunity to spin and have a good time. The people like it, and it's a good time once a month in the summer because it's indoor, outdoor. If you've never been to Hackensack Brewing, I think the next one we're gonna try to do in October, depending on the weather. We got one coming up at Montclair Brewing the day before Thanksgiving. So, trying to keep it going.
Flyer.
I got you. I got you.
As soon as we got it, you got it. It's all good.
It's coming.
I'll be here to show you here then. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
No doubt. Okay.
No doubt. Oh, baby.
What was the biggest difference going through the decades since you guys have been doing this 40 plus years? What was from like the 80s into the 90s into the 2000s? Oh, JDee from the Lynch Mob in the house.
Yo,
what up, baby?
Lynch Mob in the house.
Yes, sir. Salute.
We had fun with those guys out in Detroit.
Yes,
we used to go out to Detroit. Pepper Johnson from the Giants used to throw a basketball camp for the kids. Was it basketball?
Yeah.
And he'd bring all the artists.
Yep.
And football.
Yeah.
So what up? Anyway, the question was the biggest difference?
Yeah. Like as you guys continued on radio over the years into the different decades, because the music was changing, obviously, and the culture was changing. What were the things that you saw that changed for better, for worse, like that affected you?
80s into 90s into 2000, it was what I would say was a general progression, kind of what you would think. More money. There's more money in the 90s than it was in the 80s. More money in 2000s than it was in the 90s. The things you would think to see. More opportunities. We went from being on at 3 a.m. on a Wednesday to being on Sirius Radio. Everything got bigger, and I don't know if I'd say better, but for some things got better. Somewhere in the 2000, it went crazy. I don't know. But, I'm just
that Y2K.
But you
I'm right along with you. I mean, like I said, the money changed, and
money changed.
It's just with us. It's about trying to adapt to what's going on and trying to create new opportunities. That's why we got the beer. That's why we got the record out. We're trying to move on and just trying to just grow.
Yeah, 80s for us was like mostly the radio and the Latin quarters.
Yeah. The tough years, the real tough years.
So 90s we was on the road. We was out of the country.
Yeah. DJ Wise, that was the nice smooth beginnings for us. That was the LG beginnings for us. So that was the moving
at that
around.
Time, who were you touring with at that time?
Actually, we started, I think.
Us.
Well, yeah. Ted was touring and DJing put up Real Roxanne.
Well, yeah. Let me take it back. So my first DJing on the road was with the original Roxanne.
Right.
We just talked about that, right?
Yep.
Bang Zoom. Bang Zoom, Roxanne.
Not Bang Zoom.
No.
Not Bang Zoom.
See that? Let me clear that up. So there was a girl named Elise. None of them is named Roxanne.
Right.
So Elise was the first real Roxanne that her record was on Select. She made the first record, but then she broke apart from Full Force. They got another girl, which was named, I think her name was Joanne, but that was the Spanish girl. That's Bang Zoom.
Yeah.
And they put up with Howie T. But this other girl, she's just out there. But I was DJing for her.
See, that's some hip hop history I never knew about.
A lot of people don't know. So but I DJ for the Boogie Boys and Just Ice and Nice and Smooth, obviously.
Right.
And
like I said, we kind of directed the careers of LG. So he was on the road. We did everything for him, the deal, and on the road with him, and just showing him the ropes and helping guide him from what we knew from being with the Boogie Boys and the previous groups that we had before. So it was learning experience, and it was good.
Yeah. So around about towards the mid 90s, we started just doing Awesome 2 stuff.
Right.
So
went overseas, did a tour in France for '98 and for the World Cup, and was tied in with that.
97, 98, 99.
That was dope.
We would just go on the road.
Yeah, and eventually that got us to go to Africa, so that was incredible. At that time, a lot of folks like, don't go to Africa, it's not good. You get sick, you get this, get that, and we went
I did get sick.
But I'm just saying, we went out there and got so much love. I mean, we came off the plane. At the airport, you got the little girl with the dresses on, throwing the rose petals on up the plane. I'm like,
yeah, man, coming to America, but coming to Africa.
Huh?
It was like a scene out of Coming to America, but coming to Africa.
It really was.
Exactly like that.
It really was. That part he talking about, it really was.
But it's just so crazy how they would scare you so much not to go. You know what I mean? We was like,
but it was dope. And they don't speak English where we went. Not many people spoke English. I think they spoke French.
Speaking of that, you told them that story?
Which one?
Ted was DJing for the show we had in Africa, right? So we on stage. So I would jump on stage and run around, talk mess on the mic, whatever I Ted be spinning the records. So I'm like, the crowd is shouting you down with OPP, you this, that, and the third. I'm like, all right, whatever.
They know the songs.
But I would come and put the mic to one of the cats in the audience, and they'd be like, bah, 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 bah. I'd be like, what? You know what I mean? I didn't realize that they're mimicking the songs from what they speak, but they don't talk the language. And that just bugged me out. I'm like, I'm going back to Ted to the booth. I'm like, yo. He's like, yo, they don't speak English, whatever. They just, and I'm looking, dumbfounded because I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know.
Donald D, he can tell you about that.
Okay, what'd he say, Kay? What'd he say? What'd he say?
What? They mumbled something. I don't know what they said. They mumbled something.
He said, what?
I mean, no disrespect. I'm just saying, man.
No, we're not disrespecting. We're not disrespectful, but that's what you got out of it.
Right. I mean, I was like, with my eyes open, like, what happened? Like, I'm ready for you to talk some English, you know what I mean? Or say something back to me, and I didn't know, you know what I'm saying?
So the mumble style was already out way back then.
It was definitely out there, bro.
Okay. I was waiting for somebody to join in with me with that one.
That was the overseas. I mean, Donald D can attest to it.
Right.
Yeah,
there's
it's
so
beautiful.
much more opportunity and other things going on.
The love that they
overseas.
show for the old school, true school, golden era.
Yeah,
it's unbelievable in Europe,
man.
Asia, Africa, man.
Yeah,
because I got that same feeling when I got over to the UK. I didn't expect what I got out of it with my record, man. It was crazy. I thought I was Michael Jackson or something.
Yeah,
word up. Come back to New York. Come back to New York. Everything is back to the same.
Yeah. Right.
And once again, the green room.
Yeah. So since the party's
flooded.
We
flooded.
From the Ledge Mob, ladies and gentlemen, JDee.
Wow.
JDee.
Also in the group.
Got the people's in the building.
Hey, I got I got Donald D. Salute, first of all.
What's up, JD?
Oh my God. This, you got Sugar Bear. Oh my goodness. This is like, I'm like in hip hop heaven right now. And then you got the awesome too.
Yeah, baby.
What's up, baby? How you?
You got the
Ultra
awesome
brings
too.
out everything.
I was just schooling somebody about the awesome two, Teddy Ted. You know what I'm saying? The ultramagnetic MCs. I was just schooling some cats. They like, who is that? I'm like, the hell you mean, who is that? You know what I mean?
You got to school them, man. You got to school them.
I told y'all can't even trace the hip hop past Snoop. I said, that's sad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because we had 20 good year run before Snoop got it.
Yes,
Oh, Donald D, you are a legend, yo.
What's good, JD?
Hey, bro. Hey, I told Ice Cube when we were on tour, I said, bro, it is because of the awesome two, Teddy Ted, Treacherous 3, Donald D, Chuck Chill Out, Red Alert. I could go on and on and on. On and on and on and on and on. That's the reason why I became a B-boy. Not just a rapper, a B-boy. You know what I mean? And so it made me encompass and encapsulate everything hip-hop.
Nice.
Wow.
So when you said Europe, Asia, and Africa,
Yeah.
Malcolm McLaren, that stuff there, boy.
And you know what? The relationship.
You got everything, man. You like Felix the Cat, man.
Don't pay him any attention. Just he'll do that for hours.
I was just gonna say the relationships we built over the 40 years being in the business. It's just a beautiful thing. I can go to any city. We can go to any city in anywhere. We know somebody there.
Yeah.
And we can be, we're here. And that's just a beautiful thing, man.
Great.
The brothers from the West Coast gave us so much love when we would meet. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
And it's appreciated, man.
Yeah, man, definitely.
People talk about that, whatever that beef was, that wasn't with everybody.
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
I remember being in Compton in a strip club. I probably shouldn't have been there. But what was the group? Wasn't the Lynch Mob? It was
Compton's Most Wanted.
BMW.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yep.
That's what it definitely was.
He was in there. He's like, I got your back. I'm like, good, because I shouldn't be here. Chris Pringle took me there.
He was chasing other things. You know how that goes.
Yeah, so love, man.
Hey, look, man, it's all love. I don't want to be the one to be jumping all on y'all show, man. But I was low key awestruck, bro. I saw Donald D, bro. Hey, bro, Donald D, you are a legend in your section and all over the world, brother.
Thank you, man.
And then I was there and I said, Sugar Bear. I said, for real? I'm like, and then I seen Awesome too. I was like, nah. They better not be biting the OG's names, bro. You know,
I know you can barely see us, right?
We here, baby. We here.
So I
we in the car. No light.
Make sure it wasn't audio too.
Right.
They mix us up a lot.
They
mix us up a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know, I got these old
There you go, man. Ultra, man. Where you get, man? That's crazy. He got everything.
Thank you, brother Chuck. Hey, Chuck D gave me the ultimate plug, bro. I got a show. JD presents Behind the Bars every Wednesday, and Chuck just gave me a shout out. I love you, Uncle Chuck. I tell you, Chuck make me watch how I talk because I watch my cuss words when I'm around y'all because y'all used to rap so tough and so hard and rap so long for hours, bro. Never curse. You know, never curse. You know, and so I had to front load somebody the other day with Just Ice. You know, I told him his name was Justice, and behind that he was banging on Chris. Hey, what are you doing? Back up, Crash One. Quit acting like that. So he was banging on Chris, who everybody calls the teacher.
Right.
Who everybody calls the teacher.
Right.
Oh, I love hip hop, brother.
Yeah,
I love y'all,
I
brother.
love it.
Hey, Jay, who you got on your show tomorrow night?
Tomorrow I got nobody, none other than the legendary DJ Battlecat.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
I got DJ Battlecat. Battlecat was around when Uncle Jam's Army had a mobile DJ.
Right.
I was there. I watched him as a kid. We went to high school together. I'm gonna pick his brain. I'm gonna pick his beard. His beard is so immaculate. I want to ask him what is the barber bill for the beard.
Yo, Uncle Jam's Army. People don't know, man. Early.
Yes.
Early.
Yeah, they broke y'all records, bro. That's how we heard y'all. This is
I
how
know
we
it.
heard y'all.
Wow.
I know it.
Chevy
People
Shank,
have no
Lady Land.
idea who came out of Uncle Jam's Army.
Oh my
That's
God.
I do.
Oh my God.
A lot of people.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. So it is an honor, brother. I will not hold you guys up. It is an honor and a pleasure.
Man, salute.
I'm sorry,
All day.
C-Doc, but you know I love y'all.
Hey,
Flatline, good to see you. Flatline always got the best pictures in the background.
You always, Jay, you always have an open invitation.
Thank you. And JOJ, thank you for making me read the text twice. I'm like, oh shit, I just had an invitation. I'm about to mess it up. Peace.
Hey,
Hey, happy birthday, hip hop. I got a song.
Happy birthday, hip hop.
All day.
I got a song out right now, bro. And I just want to salute you guys because I had an idea. I wrote a song for the 50th anniversary of hip hop called Happy Birthday Hip Hop. It's
Nice.
50 bars. I try to name 50 MCs and I end it with 50 Cent.
Wow.
Oh,
Get that to us. Get that.
Please, get that to us, please.
man.
Yeah, it took a little time. But I hope y'all check it out, bro. I love y'all. I love New York. New York is home.
Love you too, man.
Green Street.
Love you too, baby.
And Soho Village from the Bronx. You know what I mean? Quit playing.
Yes, sir.
Man. Love y'all, brother. Peace.
All right, JD.
Love, family.
All right.
That's
JD.
dope. I apologize for you can't see us too good. We in the car.
It's fine. It's all good, man.
Everybody's shit is crispy.
Yeah. We like the show.
I got a glow behind me.
Yeah, yo, you don't even have to apologize.
No, that's dope.
They like Brother B. He be in the car all the time where he can get the best reception.
That's right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, I appreciate it, man. This is dope. Everybody coming up. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love this show, man.
So you guys,
hip hop, man. Hip hop brought us all together, man.
That's right.
No other form of music culture has done that to the planet, man. When
Hip hop has done so much for so many people. I mean, I was DJing in my room.
Yeah.
And then I'm in Africa on a stage. So
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people hip hop paid a lot of bills, a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
So
we all got some incredible stories to tell from our time in hip hop, man.
Yeah, man.
Oh, no question.
Man. Gotta keep telling them. Keep telling them.
We just put out a record. We didn't put it out yet. It's coming. Called Still Awesome with KRS-One. AP got it.
I got it. He just said it to me. I got it.
Flatline heard it.
Flatline, you heard it, right?
No.
We played it last week.
It was on the show. It was on the show. But we'll get it to you. We'll get it to you.
I gotta send it to you direct.
Yeah, we get it to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
So that's the first single off of EP that we're trying to do. That we're going to do.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
That's what we love to hear.
Out on your Flatline.
I got it before Flatline. I got it before Flatline.
Man, Ultra Mag, you're killing me tonight.
Flatline, get all the exclusives.
Trying. Where was that B-Boys record at, Donald D?
Which one?
Which one?
The new one that you're working on.
Girl named Vicky.
Come on, man.
Coming, man, coming.
That record was crazy.
It's been coming on the back of a turtle, but it's coming.
I know.
I got y'all. Before this year is over, it's coming.
Okay.
Just been going through some trials and tribulations.
I understand.
No doubt.
All right. Awesome, too. Anything else you guys want to promote while you were here?
Follow us on Instagram at @the_awesome2.
Yes, sir.
Follow me at the Ooh Child.
And follow me at Special K Awesome 2, number 2.
There we go. All right.
All right.
Yep.
All right.
We good.
We got a book coming, but it's called Iconic Views in a little bit.
Okay.
Wow.
We get the EP. We get the EP first, and then the book.
Well, this book is a coffee table book. It's not like it's not a lot of words. It's more about images but that other book is coming too.
Fantastic. Okay.
Salute the Flatline.
Thank you guys for the opportunity. Appreciate it.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys for
Keep
coming through.
rocking that rap station all day. Chuck D, love all day.
Appreciate you guys. AP, keep sending them joints.
Yeah, come on, B.
Friday's coming up.
You know it. I got you.
Okay.
Dude, Donald D, appreciate you, man.
Sir. Good to see y'all, brother.
Baby. Yeah, likewise.
See y'all up in New York soon.
Yes, sir.
For sure. I cannot see this. It's so small.
I see it up All right, we good.
Flatline.
Yes, sir.
Love. Jenny,
C-Dot.
Jenny, yo.
Jenny, you was on K-Day.
I was.
We never met?
I think we may have. It was a long time ago.
Is it Greg Street?
Greg Street was on there.
Greg Mack.
Greg Mack. Greg Mack. Yeah.
I worked at K-Day from 83, 84 on till about 90, 91.
We might have met. We used to be out there at that BRE and y'all was killing it.
I'm sure we did.
Man, the BRE.
Right.
Beautiful.
Right?
LA, BRE.
But yeah.
K-Day was doing it.
Yes, they were.
Yeah.
Yes, they were.
Wow. All right.
We good, people. Appreciate y'all, man. Definitely.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for coming through tonight.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Hey.
All right. So, Jenny, did you sign that door that Matthew has?
He wants me to.
Okay.
He keeps talking about it. He keeps threatening me with it.
That K-Day history. So how you got all? I want to ask. So how he has everybody's music ready? How do you get it so quick, man?
Yeah, Ultra Mag. What the fuck?
As soon as somebody mentioned the name, you got it.
I'm telling you, he's sitting on a pile of tapes. His chair is made of tapes. He just pulls them up.
Like Jennifer says, I got gnomes. As soon as they hear it, they run and give me the tape. So then I pull out the tape.
That's quick, though.
It's quick.
Yep. Man.
You didn't expect to see that Malcolm McLaren. That came out of nowhere.
Man.
You know? That's crazy. That's beautiful.
Good to see you, Donald D.
What's up?
Yes, sir.
I said, good to see you.
Yeah, man. Just here, man. You know, I love hearing stories about hip hop, man. So anytime y'all have somebody on and y'all want to bring me in, let me know.
Yeah, anytime.
I just like to listen, man. I'm a fan.
Yeah.
You know, of everybody, man.
That's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of it.
I'm a fan of those two guys behind Flatline. I got the tour Australia. I was just talking about our tour of Australia with Public Enemy and Ice back in '92. Because I was in the liquor store last night and there was this liquor called Frangelico. And I remember Flavor Flav came in the hotel lobby with this liquor. I was like, yo, this is the best ever. So when I saw it yesterday, it would just remind me of that tour in Australia.
Wow.
With Flavor. So hopefully we have that show in October in DC. I'm gonna surprise Flavor with that bottle. I'm gonna bring it.
See if he remembers.
Yeah.
Yeah. He may not.
Yeah, he may not. Yeah. He might not. So.
He probably will be like, yo, G.
Yeah.
You know. There you go.
Yep, there he is.
He's clocking.
So
lamping.
So speaking of tapes, Ultra Bag, what do you got? We're supposed to do an unboxing, right?
Oh, I had some more hip hop mail, and I think I put you up on this.
Yes.
I got this tape from my homeboy. Oh man, my boy Hollis. Yo, I'm sorry, it's been a long day. My boy Hollis P. Monroe sent me this, and it's Pugs Adams and Inkswell, and it's on Sonar Collective label, which Hollis P has released records on, and I believe he works for them. He works with them. But this is dope. I mean, I'll put you down with this, C-Doc. So, he sent this to me all the way from Germany. So, thanks to Hollis for sending me this in the mail. Good look. Appreciate that. But that's my hip hop mail.
There you go.
Okay. What is he rapping in German?
No. This is, I think it's just a German label, but it's in English. Yeah, English.
It's dope. I enjoyed it quite a bit. So
yep,
spun it a handful of times.
Yeah.
So, and I wanted to. I mentioned at the top of the show. I wanted to bring up that there's a fantastic article on the Politico website written by Kevin Powell.
Mm-hmm.
Hip hop in America are changing and not for the better.
Wow.
Yes. Hip hop was rooted in politics and social justice and a diversity of voices, but now at 50 has it become a minstrel show.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a good article.
It's a very good article.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kevin's always been writing good articles, man.
Yeah.
Wow. Interesting.
Whatever happened to Harry Allen?
Oh, Harry's still doing Harry Allen things.
The media assassin.
Yep.
Don't believe the hype.
Yep. He's still doing Harry Allen things. Yep. That's Chuck's homie. Oh, Chuck just said we will get Kevin Powell. All right.
Yeah.
We can talk to him directly.
Yeah. That'd be great.
Yep.
Yeah, we
need
to ask about these young cats to be a voice of reasoning now in hip hop. We need some of them to step up.
I think it also has to get. There's a lot that has to happen, but when I reading this article, and as he talks about hip hop as a reflection of the times, which hip hop has always been, and is very good at, and that makes sense. But at the same time, Ultra Mag, you brought up that tape, the Moon, and I've heard over the last 2 weeks, I've heard maybe 3 or 4 really dope albums, and it's not the usual stuff. I don't want to say the usual stuff. I want to say it's not what pop rap is. And so there is a lot of variety out there. I think it's just there's so much. And how do we get the word out about these records? How do we get a radio play for these records? How do we get exposure for these records? Because there are a lot of records.
We send them the Flatline
every day. Yes, we send them the Flatline.
They send them the Flatline.
Is there so much, or is it? Can you not hear it over the shaking my ass cheeks. But look at all the money. I
mean, it's that too. It's like that's where, we can't count on the majors. Have we ever been able to count on the majors? But but what can we do to actively promote this stuff? To let people know it's on us too.
I think we go ahead, Jennifer. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say it is on us, but we just have to somehow be louder than
the
little babies, DJ baby butt cheek.
Baby butt cheek. Wait, Jennifer's gonna be on one. She's gonna be on.
Yeah.
This is fuck around and find out, Jennifer. Here we
go. There you go.
But the thing is, I think something I'm noticing is a lot of younger people that are getting into hip hop. They're listening to the older stuff because
that is true.
The sound that's out now, there's a different vibration to it, and some of these kids are not connecting with it. So they're going back to some of the older music, and I think Damage said this. When Tech Specialist was on, I think the next wave of hip hop is going to be kind of a retro sound, but updated, if that kind of makes sense. Because I see it's like, when you had when you had like the whole grunge movement and stuff, but it was like taken from like punk and hardcore music. I see that kind of happening with hip hop. Is people dabbling back to an older sound, but kind of updating it. But I think the word's getting out there. It's just the visuals we always see are this, but the music gets out there way more than, maybe we can quantify or actually see.
Yeah.
Right.
I think you're right. I think you're right, Ultramag. I see a lot of that. Yeah. I see a lot of that. I mean, just on social media with people that are following me and liking my stuff, and I follow up with them.
Right.
And they're teenagers or young 20 in their young 20s or whatever, but they're posting up, hey, I just bought this album and it's from 93.
Right.
So I think the myth that I think because hip hop is so young, and there was some reason that we put a cap on, hey, I turned 40, I can't rap anymore. Yeah. Well, I think we destroyed that myth, and so these kids are like, they're going back and listening to stuff, and people are still putting out music. So I think a lot of that is getting destroyed in real time, and people are rediscovering and discovering older acts, and then making newer stuff that may be in that vein.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yep.
Alrighty then.
There it is.
Collective yep.
A collective yep.
Yeah.
I think you have to stop spending so much time talking about how you're from the old school.
Well, yeah.
Just do your shit.
Mm-hmm.
Stop talking about
right. You don't hear the other artists from other genres that's from back in the day mention that they just do current music and keep it pushing forward.
Yeah. Do you ever hear Mick Jagger go, we were around in the
60s? Yeah, no.
You hear Ozzy Osbourne? No. None of them do that.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm Ozzy Osbourne, and if you knew me from back then, okay, well, I'm still Ozzy Osbourne.
I guess because people from hip hop go with what the media says. All right, this is old school, this is new school, and they go with whatever it is, like how they separated b-boying and started calling it breakdancing. So we fall into their traps of calling ourselves that. Instead of MCs, we became rappers. Instead of we gotta be able to move forward with it instead of saying, all right, we're the old school artists or the true school, whatever. We just artists in general.
Yeah.
Yep. You got to control the narrative.
Stop talking about 30, 40 years ago. Just do your shit.
Yep, because that ain't coming back. That time ain't coming back.
Nope.
Yeah.
But the spirit is still there.
Yeah, you can perform your songs from that era, but just, being locked in, saying you're old school, I'm like, nah. I fit in anywhere. Keep it going. Trying new stuff.
I mean, I get it because it's a shortcut. It's like you want somebody to say, okay, this is the aesthetic. Yeah. And I hate to use it, but sometimes.
Yeah, but then when you call yourself old school, then this generation look at you like you're old school, out of touch dude.
Yeah. Yep.
They ain't gonna want to collaborate with you. Like, I like the song I just heard Busta did with Coy off of the 7 Minutes of Funk, Jay-Z's version, I think it was.
Yeah.
Or how they did it. Took it back to that. Busta stayed collaborating with new artists. Keeps you relevant. Or Snoop does it.
Yeah.
Yep.
There you go. Interesting stuff. But please check out Kevin's
Where did you read it at? Where was it at?
It's on the Politico site. You know what? I can share the link. I don't know why I didn't just do that. It's the show. We'll share the link in the chat, in the comments.
The wealth.
Yep. So, yep. Chuck D says, B-Boy's new record is vintage.
Really? Which one? We're the 2 MCs?
Yep.
Hey, I just tried to not take it back to the old school, but I just wanted to bring back that harmonizing thing that's missing in hip hop. And to me, the last artist that was doing that style was the Jurassic 5.
Right.
Just, and then I look at it that we were the architects of that. So why not just bring it back to that time,
Nothing wrong with that.
Give something different to listen to, man. Yep. Speed up the music a little more.
Yeah.
Think about it this way. You guys were all, you could call it old school, true school, whatever, golden age, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Then all the Lil Waynes and the this and the that and the other thing all came up. Weren't they something totally new?
Right.
So why can't you guys come back and be totally new?
Mm-hmm.
It's always new to somebody.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
Yep.
You're gonna capture your old fans, but you're also gonna capture a bunch of new guys who are like, "Oh shit, what the hell was that?"
Yeah.
Right.
I've never heard anything like that. No, because you weren't alive 40 years ago.
Yep. Very true.
Everything old is new again. Hello.
You're right. Because there's new ears listening every day, especially with the internet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And you might just get a bunch of young kids who go, "Oh shit, how come I can actually understand what they're saying?"
Right.
Oh, I kind of like this.
Yeah.
Because we're not auto-tuned and mumbling and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Words that you can hear clear, I guess. Yeah.
Yep.
So let's see if it can change for the better.
Hey, it's Hip Hop 50, but like Chuck always says, what are we gonna do for 51? What are you gonna do for 52? 52?
Yeah, because I said corporate America is gonna shut it down. They ain't gonna care less about 51.
Yeah.
They're taking advantage of this right now. You see, they all getting a bag off it. But then next year, a lot of these hip hop artists ain't gonna be able to get through the front door.
Yep. Yeah. But we're gonna have
from the old school, that
is. We'll have to keep building it ourselves.
Uh-oh.
I saw the comment section.
Yeah.
It said, Kurt, make the bass come out so clear. Please.
Yeah, I look at it how this whole 50-year celebration, they just been forgetting a lot of people. Like like the Fat Boys. I saw Cool Rock Ski been talking a lot about it on Facebook and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, they don't mention Heavy. They ain't mentioning Houdini. Hardly not even the Beastie Boys, if you think. You know, just so many has been left out of this whole celebration.
Yeah.
Especially the ones that built the first bridge of hip hop. They ain't getting no love.
Sure.
So
and
it's that.
People,
I see only the ones that had hit records is basically getting booked everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
People love to rewrite history, so we can't let them rewrite it. You know?
Yeah.
Can't let them do it. See it all the time.
So how do we change that, man?
Yeah.
Got to band together, man.
Yep.
Got to fight the powers that be.
Keep telling the stories. Right. Yep. And keep putting out music, just like the music we release on the Spit Slam record label group.
Oh boy.
The Spit Slam record label group, a Chuck D situation. Catch us on your favorite streaming platform, on Bandcamp, or visit our official web store at spitslamrecords.com. All releases are available digitally or on CD, with select titles available on vinyl and cassette. The Spit Slam record label group. Throwback to the future sound.
Hey, you went to a commercial break.
Yeah.
Word.
See,
right?
Doc, I see you got a new career. Go to Hollywood and do voiceover work, man.
You know, they always told me, I had a teacher in high school. She said, you should get into radio.
Yeah.
No, never did.
See, Doc, I sent you that flyer that I was telling Teddy Ted and them about.
Oh, hey,
Teddy and Special K.
Hang on, I'm gonna pull it up. Oh yeah, that's great. Hang on, let me bring this.
I collected a lot of that stuff back then when we was, you know, I want to do what who was just talking about the book that they did. Who? Ted, with all his pictures.
Oh, yeah.
I'm planning that now.
Wow.
My history and pics from the beginning of my start with Easy AD to getting down with Islam to the B-Boys to Rhyme Syndicate.
Oh shit.
Yeah, the European part of my tour, the Japan part of it, history.
That's gonna be dope.
Wow.
Yeah, that is gonna be dope.
Is it gonna be called Rock the House? That's what the name of the book's gonna be called.
That could be a good,
now.
I might as well. One of the most sampled phrases ever.
Right?
Yeah.
Hey, I got a record deal by having that being on WHBI. Without us on the radio, that's how I got signed with Entertainment.
Wow.
Look at that.
Yeah. There you go. The
Wow.
Hot Music Report.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Right?
Yeah.
That is dope.
I don't know some of them songs at the bottom. I was gonna ask them about who was those artists. I had never heard of them. But yeah.
Wow.
G5.
Yeah, G5.
G5 is from Philly.
Okay.
I believe. Yeah, they were from Philly, I believe.
Okay.
Wow.
Navarro Records, huh? Interesting.
Oh, word of mouth. Oh, that was the joint. DJ Cheese. That was the DJ Cheese was woo
Jersey,
crazy.
right?
Yes, sir. Plainfield.
King Cut.
Yeah. Dope DJ.
Yeah. Wow, that's dope.
Yeah.
That's really dope.
Mm-mm-mm.
The Awesome 2.
Good stuff. Good stuff. And yep. Here we go. Yeah.
Yep.
Ultra, where's Ultra? Where you located at?
New Jersey.
Okay, so you're in Jersey. Okay.
He's not
Yes,
far
sir.
from you. He's on the other side of Philly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm 15 minutes from Philly.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
He is not far.
Yep.
Yeah. So okay.
So what's that, like Cherry Hill area?
Exactly. Cherry Hill. I live in Voorhees. Cherry Hill is the next town over.
Okay.
Yeah. So Cherry Hill area. Yep.
There you go.
I mean, when we had those records out back in the day, we did a lot of shows in Jersey. Cherry Hill, Trenton, Newark. We was all over Jersey performing.
Lady B played all that Vintertainment, the 2-3 break, rock the house, the girls. Lady B played that stuff, Stick Up Kids, all that stuff.
A couple of weeks we were in Philly performing with Mint Bleak and Benny and Freeway, and I mentioned that to the crowd how she was the first to break our music over there in Philly. That's what got us going there. Our first show we did with Schoolie D back in '85.
Yeah. Lady B was your buddy.
Yeah.
She needs to bring us out on some events, man. She be doing these events and don't holler at us.
I'm surprised. Yeah, you know, you guys didn't play the one that Step was just at.
Oh, yeah.
Right, I saw that picture. I was like, what?
Yep.
Man, soon as you hear the drum roll for girls, and then it go into that, that was a Philly joint.
Yeah.
But girl,
and
they
then we mentioned
silly.
Philly, yeah.
This in the Bronx, but she comes from Philly. It's no secret that she smokes Philly. That was the joint. That was the joint.
Crazy time.
That's my jam. Yeah.
That was a song that wasn't supposed to be a song. It was just a rap I had of a friend of Vincent Davis that came to his house named Millie, and I said that rhyme. And Vince was like, yo, you need to go home and write a whole song talking about different girls like that. Because we had just finished recording Stick Up Kid.
Wow.
You know?
You mean you didn't hit nobody in the head with a jar of mustard? You ain't do that?
Hey, man, look. And I wind up marrying a girl named Vicky. Picture that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy.
Very
That's crazy. And you know what's crazy? So when I go visit at that time she was my girl, I'll go to Italy to visit her for the first time. And she has this book of rhymes. And she has my verse from Girls, Just a Vicky rhyme written in her book. And I'm like, how do you know these lyrics? She said, I heard them from this song. I said, yo, I wrote that. She was like, no way. She was like, no way. And I was like, that's crazy. Your name Vicky, you got my verse out of all the verses in that in your book. I was like, yo.
Stetsasonic made a whole song out of it.
Yep. Sally.
Yep.
Or you can say Brand Nubian used the hook. Original gun clappers. Oh, so many. Prince Paul did a version of it.
Yeah. Yep.
So many. LL and P. Diddy did the after school version of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
We influenced a lot of people, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Beastie Boys sampled and used some of our stuff in it. And their stuff, yeah.
That was the joint, man. Whew. Yeah.
Yep. Gotta let them know, Don.
Yeah, man.
Of course.
Hey, look, I was trying to get a record deal with Celluloid Records back then.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was in the Roxy's talking to Phase 2 on how I can get, because he had made that song called At the Roxy's. Mm-hmm. And I'm talking to Phase like, yo, you ain't an MC, you a graffiti artist. How you made a record? I said, how can I get a deal on this label? He's like, go talk to DST. So when I talked to DST, he was like, yo, you're gonna have to wait 2 years to get in the studio. And I'm like, 2 years? Because he was like, yo, we got Time Zone, you know, my stuff, Infinity, Fab Five Freddy, you know, basically the whole Celluloid team.
Yeah. Right.
So we was doing Zulu beats, and I used to rhyme live over the air while Islam played the beatbox. Vincent Davis heard me and came up to the station and asked if I wanted to make a record, and the rest was history. So
wow.
That's how that happened.
Entertainment. Wow.
Yep. And that's how it happened, man.
That's
Rock
crazy.
the house. 2-3 break and all that stuff. Yeah.
2, 3 break.
That's been sampled so many times too.
Oh,
that.
Yeah.
2, 3 break.
Yep.
Woo. Yeah. A lot of history.
Yep. Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
All right. So that's what do we got coming up? So tomorrow, join JDee and his crew. They're gonna talk to Battle Cat. going to be a great episode of Behind the Bars with JD. Sunday. Oh, wait, Thursday. This Thursday, we're going to do a special listening party with Nordic One of his new record with Mike Flips and C's. We're going to run through the new album Life Cycles that's out now on Spit Slam and Wax through Rough Nation. So, yeah, join us on Thursday for that. 9 p.m. We'll be here we're going to go track by track and get some commentary and as we go through the record.
So that's Thursday?
Yep, this Thursday.
So when is JD show? When is he on?
Tomorrow night.
Okay.
Yep. So
I had to check it out. What time?
He's on late, right?
10 o'clock. 10:30.
10:30. 10:30 Eastern.
Send me the link to it. I didn't even know he was on.
Yeah. On Channel 0. Yep. So
see, I didn't even know all of that. I need to tap in more. I think I was asking you about how to download the app, but I think it was asking me. I forgot what it was asking me. I think I asked you about it.
Oh yeah, it was I had the pre-release version or something, so I'm not.
And I know. I think they was asking for personal information to add on there, and I was like, "Is this real?"
Yeah, it is.
So it's real. Okay, all right.
Yeah. And then the Ultra Mag Jennifer O'Jenny, along with DJ Soul Buck on Sunday for the mixtape, where they play music for our upcoming episode. By the way, just want to say, this is episode 99. Next week, episode 100, and we have a very dope show planned for. Did we let the cat out the bag? I don't know.
Nope.
Okay.
She said nope.
Nope.
Okay.
The century mark. Okay.
All I gotta say is you guys gotta be here next week, Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for there's a hint. Episode 100 is gonna be a doozy. And if you guys if you check out the mixtape with Soul Buck, you'll get an idea what.
Right.
You'll figure it out.
It's gonna be.
You know what? Yeah, that's dope.
Yep, it's gonna be epic. So, it's a bit of a family reunion, I will say. You know, we'll put.
Ultra just gave me an idea, man. I probably want to do my Rock the House radio show through here.
By all means, Donald.
Through
Yeah.
By all means.
Family Channel.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're here in Rap Station and come on, man.
Because I ain't been on radio, since 2003, the last time when I did the show in Italy. So 20 years in the making. Yep. About time for me to come back.
There you go.
Hey,
Jennifer said,
"Yep,
come back."
Yeah.
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 So
I'll talk to you about that, C-Doc.
Sounds good, Donald D. See, look, all kinds of information on this show tonight.
Yeah. And I'm definitely gonna check out JD tomorrow.
Yep. Check out JD tomorrow. Jenny, Ultra Mag, Soul Buck, and like I said, join us next week right here for another episode of It's C-Doc Again.
Thank y'all for the invite.
I forgot that one, Flatline.
Oh, Stezo.
I missed that one earlier, Flatline.
Thanks for being here, Donald.
Stop.
No problem. Anytime.
Yeah, man. And Flatline, JOJ, Ultra Mag. And we'll see everybody again next week.
All right. Good night, guys.
Night.
Peace.